Plaintiff Akilah Green says she started a comedy show to promote female comedians. Akilah claims she booked the defendant to perform in one of her shows, and she gave the defendant 10 tickets to sell. But the defendant only sold 2 tickets and didn't give Akilah all of the money. Defendant J. Monet Holman has been doing comedy for 2.5 years, and although she agreed to be in Akilah's show, she thought the tickets to the show were overpriced. J. Monet insists Akilah is suing for more than she owes.
Start with you.
About a year ago, I started a comedy show called Laughing with My Girls. The premise of the show was for women in my life who I thought were super funny and had larger than life personalities. I wanted to showcase their personalities and, give them a platform to share their personality and talent with the world. So I did my first show last year in July, and then this year in May, I did my second show. I did something a little different this year. This year, I booked aspiring comedians. So through a coworker, I found a comedian, and then through that comedian's Instagram page, I found J. Monet and a few other comedians. J. Monet, I've followed her for a bit on Instagram. I didn't reach out to her initially, right away, because I didn't think she was super funny. And I also didn't know if I thought she was right for the show.
Later, you determined she was?
Later, I needed to book talent. So I thought that—
You decided to go slumming.
And I figured, no, but I figured, she's aspiring, she could use the show for practice, and somebody would think she was funny.
So it was charity.
I needed to book talent. So therefore, I thought she was okay. I thought she was—
Not what you said a
I
minute
thought she
ago.
was good enough.
Only when I cornered
guess.
you about hiring or getting someone who was
And
no
I knew you
good,
would ask
are
me
you
that.
now trying to change your tune?
No.
Let me hear from you, ma'am. Yeah.
First, I am honored to be here. My goodness. I've been doing comedy for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
In Philadelphia, things are going really well. I'm traveling, things are awesome.
Good.
So when she told me the reason, she said she had a cousin and she wanted to support and inspire her with a comedy show and asked me would I be on it. I thought that was excellent. So I told her, yes, I would be on the show. I didn't know anything about her, feeling as though I had a lack of talent or anything else.
I didn't say lack of talent. I thought you were a really good person. When we met, our vibe and our energy, we connected initially, right away. So, she's funny, but for me, no, I didn't. I said she wasn't super funny. And initially when I said I started my show, it was for women who I thought were super funny.
Okay.
So I didn't think she was super funny. And I also didn't know if I thought she was right for the show.
Later, you determined she was?
Later, I needed to book talent. So I thought that—
You decided to go slumming.
And I figured, no, but I figured she could use the show for practice.
So it was charity.
Plaintiff Akilah Green booked the defendant to be a part of her comedy showcase, despite Akilah's belief that the defendant's comedy was not impressive.
What are we suing her for today? $140.
$140.
How does she owe you that?
She
And I'm
owes
glad
me
you all came here for that
$140.
small amount of money. A lot of people cut each other over that. So glad you came here. I don't care how small it is. Go ahead. So what happened here?
In promoting the show, I asked her, could she sell 10 tickets? She sold 2 tickets. And
She took all 10 from you or not?
She took all 10 from me. She sold 2. She gave me money.
Yeah, but they said they don't want to see it because she wasn't funny. When nobody buy no tickets from her. Will you buy tickets for my show? Yeah, right. You waste your money if you want to, girl. Go ahead.
But listen, see, that's the thing.
Ma'am, I didn't believe her at first. But now that she told me you couldn't sell but 2 tickets to your own show.
Exactly.
Go ahead, ma'am. I'm with you now. Something wrong. You can't sell but 2 tickets.
So I asked her to sell.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
She sold 2 tickets. She was supposed to give me back $40 for the 2 tickets that she sold. She gave me back $20.
Okay.
And I also requested that the tickets that were not sold to be returned to me. She gave me 2 back. So there's 6 missing and $20 missing. Altogether, I am owed $140.
Okay, ma'am?
When she asked me to do her show was Friday evening. I had already had a book show that I was headlining on Sunday, where I was being paid anywhere from $250 to $300. What I informed her was, you're just starting off. We are all new names. You're selling your tickets for $25. That's going to be rather costly. So I said, I'm not going to put all my energy in promoting your show for $25 tickets, where I'm headlining 2 days later for $10 tickets.
Got it.
So I told her about some other comedians that could be on the show. She was interested in Bikini Body. And what I did with her, I gave Bikini 5 of the tickets that I had. So I had 5 tickets. Someone had asked me to be to come to the show, so I gave them 2 tickets and I had 3 left.
So what happened to the 5 that you gave your witness?
I don't know.
Okay,
what
because
happened?
she gave them to you. She gave them to you.
So I gave them to her.
Okay.
From my understanding, I think that they had either spoke or text.
I asked
I'm
all
not
4
certain.
comedians to sell tickets. So they, in my
The
opinion,
only
weren't
question
interested.
is, did you agree to Bikini getting the
No,
tickets?
I did not. I spoke directly with Jay Monet.
Right, and
I
you
gave her
never
the 10.
in between time said, go ahead and give her 5.
Never.
All right, so you were totally responsible for those. I didn't hear you say that either, ma'am. That's not what your testimony was. You said, I just gave them to her. I said, did she give you permission? No, I didn't speak with her about it. I just gave them to Bikini. So tell her to get them from Bikini. That's essentially what you're saying. Your witness, does she want to
Yes.
speak for herself?
Yes.
Come on, stand up. State your name.
My name is Cherie Bikini Body, Your Honor. How are
All right,
you?
what do you want to tell me about this ticket?
What I do want to tell you is that I did receive the 5 tickets. I did speak with Ms. Kiki. I did let her know that I did have the 5, that I did not sell those 5. So we did speak of the tickets.
After the fact. This was after the show, not before
After the show?
Before the show.
Why didn't you give them back
Because
to
I did
her?
not have them on me at the time when we were leaving.
Okay,
I
later,
did
the
not.
next day, when you could have gotten them on you. Why didn't you give them to her?
No, I did let her know that I did not have them on me, but that I would give them to her at
Right.
a later date. She said, don't worry about it.
Anybody have any other evidence they want to present?
Well, I mean, if you want to take a look at my evidence, you can. It was just text messages between
Yeah, I
she
do.
and I, stating where she said, well, I don't owe you anything and I didn't plan on giving it back to you because all my money is tied up in my move and I did so much for you and blah, 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 and all this other stuff that really has nothing to do with me. I say in there, I'm like, you didn't give me the other 6 bags. For all I know, you could have sold them. So you owe me for those as well. That's all in the text message.
First thing I see on the text message is that you handed me. It says you saying, okay, thank you for being a woman of your word. I truly appreciate that. I will be looking forward to receiving the $40 sooner than later.
For the 2 tickets that she did so.
Show me where you ask for anything more than that.
Plaintiff Akilah Green booked the defendant to be a part of her comedy showcase, despite Akilah's belief that the defendant's comedy was not impressive.
I also asked that the tickets that were not sold be returned to me. I don't know where the other 5 tickets I gave you are, but they are still really your responsibility to return to me. For all I know, you could have sold them. If that's the case, you owe me more money. If you had a problem selling the tickets, you shouldn't have agreed to them. I gave 5 to Bikini. All right, she did say that she gave them to Bikini, and you did suggest that she should have just returned them to you.
Because that's what I asked.
Right, and so I don't believe your witness. Your witness done messed you up. Your witness done messed you up. I believe her when she said to you in a private conversation, I don't know where the other 5 tickets I gave you are. And you are really responsible to return them to me. That's the law. You received them, you got to give them back or give the money back. She gave them to you. You were totally responsible for them unless she made a new agreement with your witness, and I don't believe she did. Therefore, I'm going to grant you your judgment.
Your Honor.
You're responsible for all of them. Yeah, who is that? Your
If I
Honor.
could speak.
Oh, you the witness. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I still love you, but, you know, I'm just glad that you got exactly what you wanted, which was TV time and shine. Why are you even here? I'm here because you hired me. Yeah.
Plaintiff Mike Alvey and his son Jordan say Mike is a car enthusiast who collects classic cars. Jordan claims one night while driving one of his father's cars, the defendant was drunk and hit the vehicle. So Mike is suing for the damages and lost wages. Defendant Naisha Mitchell admits that on the night of the incident, she had had a few drinks, but insists she was not drunk. Naisha claims she barely bumped Mike's car and there was absolutely no damage. Therefore, she refuses to pay.
Start with you all.
Well, to start, I'm a car enthusiast. I've owned classic cars, show cars, race cars. I've spent a lot of time working on them. It's a hobby that I got. My dad was into it, so you know, cars are one of my guilty pleasures, I guess.
She doesn't look like much of a repair person. Why did you let her repair a classic?
Well, that isn't exactly how it happened.
You say you suing her for car repair?
Yeah, she ran into it.
Oh, ran into it. Oh. All right, I'm sorry, ma'am.
That's okay.
And you don't know the young lady, obviously, and obviously you're saying an accident happened. Give me some background on that.
Okay, on June 30th, I have pictures of the before and after, actually. If you wanted to see them,
Yeah,
I could
first tell
show
me
you
what
them
happened.
right away. What had happened was I borrowed the car.
There you go. What had happened was, go ahead. See, I tell people that's not a racial thing. It's not a thing from the ghetto. You don't live in the ghetto, right?
No.
It's not culture. Everybody says that, right? Say it again, one more time. You sounded so interested. What happened was, that's how you gotta say it. You didn't have your intonations right. Go ahead, sir. What had happened?
I borrowed the car to my son.
You loaned the car to your son. What happened?
On the night of June 30th, I had asked my dad to borrow the car, basically to take out my girlfriend and show off to my friends in my car group that I'm in, which is what we did. We went downtown, cruised all over the place. I got a bunch of compliments from people all around town. But one thing my dad told me to do is to refill the gas before I brought it back, you know? So on the night, June 30th, I went to the gas station after the night was coming to an end. And when I went inside to pay, the defendant was in front of me, extremely intoxicated, smelled like alcohol, was flirting with the cashier of the place to a point where her friend said, "Let's go, you're too drunk, let's go home." Not thinking anything of it, then I'm next in line, so then I pay. And when I was outside pumping my gas, my car ended up getting hit and moved back about 2 feet. So, and when I look up, it was the same person that was inside the gas station that was intoxicated, you know, which was the defendant. And she had her head out the window. She said that she was sorry and that she didn't mean to do it. And that's when my girlfriend hopped out of my car and called up my dad. And when I was on the phone with my dad told me to
look at the damage first? Seems like you would look at the damage first.
Yeah, while my girlfriend got out of the car, Naisha got out of her car and she took pictures of what happened and stuff. And then I called my dad, and my dad told me to get insurance information and all of her information. All that Naisha gave me was her phone number and her name. And I took a picture of her license plate. And then
tried to follow up later. I'll get to that.
Plaintiff Mike Alvey and his son Jordan say while Jordan was driving one of Mike's cars, the defendant was drunk and hit the vehicle, and now she refuses to pay for the damages.
Ma'am, you tell me what happened. Tell me about the incident.
Well, Your Honor, on this particular night, me and my best friend, we had decided to go out on this night. We was going to a social event at a bar. We hung out, we mingled a little bit, you know, had a good time. I had a couple of drinks. I was not drunk. I don't get drunk. Never been drunk like that. You know, I get a little tipsy, but not drunk. So this night I was not drunk at all. After we left this social event, we went and stopped at the gas station to get gas. I went inside, got a few things, came back out, got in my car to pull out. The young man over here, he was at the pump, you know, he was kind of like pulled, you know, people pull up to the gas pump and they kind of pull past it a little bit, so his front end was kind of like out a little bit. The gas station was super packed. There was like a lot of people out there. I got in my car to back out, and when I backed out, I guess a little too far, and I did bump his front bumper, and it was a bump, not like I smashed into it, crashed into it, you know. When I noticed that, I got out my car. I didn't like yell out the window. I put my car in park, got out the car. It was me, my best friend, him, his girlfriend, and we all were looking at the car. You know, I apologized to him, told him I was sorry for running into his, you know, bumping into his car. We looked it over. I'm like, you know, doesn't seem to be any damages. It's not any dents, you know. I got pictures that I had took with my cell phone. He did point out like a paint spot.
Yeah, but you didn't do that.
No,
Right.
I did not do that, you know, but he pointed it out.
All right, and so how did it end?
So we stood there, you know, we looked it over. He pretty much agreed, like, you know, he didn't see any damages at the time neither. And he pointed out that one paint spot. And I said, okay, well, that does look like a paint spot. I said, but it looks like it's an old, like rubbed off paint spot that's been there for a while. And it looked like it was like the color of a white color paint. And I said, and I turned and looked at my car, and I was like, if you look at my car is silver. I said, this looked like it's white. I said, if that was the paint off of my car, if I bumped your car that hard to rub paint off of my car onto yours, then your black paint should be on.
You all were doing
on
all
my
this
silver
debating?
car.
Hello?
What was doing?
No, I mean, yeah.
You might have been drunk. You might have been drunk driving.
No, I got
or high or driving high. Go ahead. So did you all debate the damage? You stood there and she said, no,
I'm not gonna lie.
there's nothing. And that paint was already there, it appears. That she did all that?
I mean, she didn't say it like that paint was already there prior because, I mean, she did hit it and.
So she never said that?
Not right there.
When did she say it? Where was she?
The next day when my dad had called her.
That's when she said what about the paint? She mentioned the paint?
Yeah, it was a different color paint than her car.
Okay, good enough. Go ahead. You were debating about the spot. Then what?
So then, you know, he started to get a little angry. He started getting loud and cursing, you know, saying, oh, I can't believe you hit my car, you know, this is my dad's car and my dad's gonna be mad, you know, cursing in between, you know, and I was like, you know, asking him like to calm down, because I was calm, I was cool, you know, and I'm like, why
That's
are you
what a couple drinks do to you, but go ahead.
I'm like, so why, I'm like asking him like, why are you so angry? I'm like, I can see if I like actually crashed into your car and actually caused some damages. I'm like, but there's no damages. I'm like, so your dad should be okay, you know, he shouldn't be too angry.
Then what? How did it end?
And so then it ended because he said he was gonna, he was calling his dad on the phone and all of that. And so we ended by giving him my name. I said, here, I'm gonna give you my name. I'm gonna give you my phone number, have your dad call me.
Okay.
You know, we could talk about it. He took a picture of my license plates and I took a picture of the front of the bumper, you know, of his car.
Okay, let me have your picture. All right, and you are of the bumper, just the bumper. Okay, this is 2P. All right, this is enough to look at.
Plaintiff Mike Alvey and his son Jordan say while Jordan was driving one of Mike's cars, the defendant was drunk and hit the vehicle, and now she refuses to pay for the damages.
Let me see your damages.
Well, these are the
Before and after.
Yeah, these are the before and afters.
Okay.
And you're suing, what does the lost wages have to do with anything?
It took me, well, when she gave us, all she gave us was her name, her first name. And the license plate that was on her car.
Is that true, ma'am? You only gave the first name?
Yes, I did.
Did you give your phone number? Did
Yes,
she give
I
her
gave
phone
my phone number.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I called her the next day after I, could look at the car, and that's when I took the pictures. And I noticed, you know, that's all the damage that was done to it. The little fog lights, you know, cracked. That thing shattered. She actually hit me hard enough that she shattered the clear
This must be
coat.
before.
Yeah, that's a before.
Okay. Now show me the after.
They're all right
See
there.
all that you're referring to. And maybe circle those. You have a pen there?
Yeah.
Circle
right here.
the damage
Is
that
this
you
the-
observed.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
after that,
that's a big
where's another
hole.
one? That one right there.
And there's the,
That's a crack.
yeah, and then this has got cracked.
There's a crack.
And then actually, you can see the shattered paint. I got another one here
Okay.
of the shattered
Let's see, let's
paint,
see.
but
You got it?
it's probably in here.
This one.
I didn't think I'd need that one, but
Oh.
it shows the paint is all.
And this is the front, the bumper
Yeah.
area?
Crack.
Yeah, that's the side she hit.
The side of the bumper?
Yeah, she like come into it. You know, I'm not sure exactly how.
Oh,
she
let me
made-
talk to him. Did she hit another place other than the bumper?
It was the front bumper, and like it was. Well, it wasn't. It was like the corner. So it was like,
Of the bumper?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is this supposed to show? That circle, what part of the car is that? Because I can't quite detect what.
That's,
that's
where
the
the hole is in the
That's
bumper cover.
basically like the front bumper, like right where it starts to curve over.
Okay, that's what I should be seeing. And these are two different things, though.
No, it's all the same. Same.
You
thing.
look at that and tell me whether that damage is on both pages.
Yeah. There's another one.
I mean,
I just
is
gave
a-
you the two
that
to
is
look
a
at.
hole.
I
There's a
just told
hole.
you, gave you the two to look at.
All right, if you
And
look
you telling
at
me
it-
that's the exact same damage?
Yeah, it's just a
Really?
closer
Okay.
version of it.
Pardon
See,
me?
right
Hold
here,
on. It's what?
it's a closer version of it. I'm a
No,
little
it's
further
more
away.
damage. Let me see it. Let me see it again.
I get
And
what you're
can we
saying.
get it on video so I can show him? Because I don't know if he doesn't think I can see well or what.
No, the one's the hole.
well,
okay.
one
So-
part was damaged. It was
I
damaged.
want you to look up top, sir. Let's look at this one first.
Yep.
See all that?
Yep.
All right.
That's from her.
I'm gonna put the other one. In fact, I'll put the other one right on top. Now look up top. Do those look the same to you?
Well, it's the same car. It's the
No, I
same
said
bumper.
you circle the damage. That's what you were intending to do.
Yeah.
Circle the damage.
Yep.
And these are two different, very different pieces of damage.
No, that's what happened when she hit it. What she did was where she
You
hit
told me just now, I said, do those look like the same? Is that the same damage part of the car? And you said yes, when it's clear on here that those are two sections of damage, sir. Now, I don't know if she hit your car or not, or however she bumped it, but you tried to deceive me. I don't know if you're trying to add that on to get you some more money, to get you something that was already there, like she says. I don't know what you did here. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
I didn't scam you or anything. That's the damage you did to my vehicle. Now you got away with it, so, you know,
Well,
it is what it is.
And a classic.
it is what it is, and I'm sorry you felt that way. But I didn't get away with anything. I knew for a fact that I did not bump your car hard enough to cause the damages that you claiming that I caused. And I'm just happy that it's over with.